Years ago, there was a boy, right? And he got trapped. This is a true story now. He used to go hiking with his friends in the woods.
Jerry?
No.
Where's Daddy going?
And he went hiking with his friends. He used to always live climbing on rocks. And he was off in way in this big national park somewhere. And he was climbing and having great fun. But he climbed on this one rock and he was trying to get his photograph with his phone, like a selfie. And didn't the rock start to move and didn't it slip? And he fell down, and when it fell down, didn't the rock roll over? And it landed on his arm. And he said, oh Jesus, here we go. It was sore. But he started to push it and it wouldn't move. And he tried to lift it, didn't move. And he said, oh Jesus Christ. He couldn't get his phone because his phone was far away, he couldn't reach it. And he tried to get a stick to try to pull his phone back, but he couldn't get it. And he tried and tried. And tried and tried and tried. And he did nothing. He tried to get a stick to wedge into the rock to wedge it up. He tried calling and spouting and roaring, and nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
And it went on and on and on, and he was stuck. And he started to go lula in the sun.
What is Lula?
A bit queer.
What
And
does queer mean?
a bit mad. His head went a bit crazy. And he was in pain, but it wasn't bleeding. But he couldn't feel his fingers. And he had no other option but he had to stay there all night with his hands stuck in the rock.
I feel like a starfish when his hand falls off, it'll get a new one, but
Yeah.
and his starfish hand will be stuck like that.
Yeah, but when he couldn't get out, the next day happened. And he tried and he roared and he screamed. And he went to sleep and he fell asleep. Was standing up with his hand. And after the third day, he kind of said he was getting weak now. I'm going to have to do something drastic here. And he'd no knife with him. And he decided that he'd do was he's going to eat his arm off. So he slowly started biting his arm. And he got all the flesh off. Then he started biting under his bone. And he was in severe pain, but he knew that was only a way. And eventually his arm fell off. And he went over to his phone to get his phone to make a call. And he picked up his phone and the battery was dead. Oh no, what was he going to do then, lads?
Sounds like this.
He was getting very weak.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And
I'm making the story up and I haven't thought of the rest of it yet. But he was stuck there.
no, I was so lonely. So
No, I'm going to allow it now, right? So he was stuck. But he started to walk, right? He tried to get help to the nearest village. And he was so hungry, right? That he started to nibble on his hand but was left to his arm. And he ate up as far as the elbow. And he walked for another day and he was still hungry. And he walked up, ate up parts nearly up to his shoulder. So one arm was completely gone. And he kept walking, he couldn't find anything the next day. Then he started eating the fingers on his other hand. Another day later he started eating the hand. And after days and days and days he was basically walking. And he'd only got his body, his head and his 2 legs.
Oh my God. Please, wow.
So
You're the worst girl ever.
what happened?
She put a hole in the trouser.
That's okay. But he ate his other, lads, you know what he did then? He ate his toes and his leg. He hopped on one leg for about a week and he eventually said there's still no other option. And he ate his other toes, his knees and leg. And all that was left from lads was here, like that's part of his body up to here with no arms. Right?
And his face.
He This is about 5 weeks now. And after the 5th week, he started to eat his body, the lower part of his body, around the back of his arse and all that, up his back and all that, right?
But even his
Yeah,
arse.
yeah, up his arse, yeah. And you know what happened?
Hmm?
After the 6th week, he got onto a main road and a lorry passed by. And the lorry man looked, what was that? He said. And he stopped the lorry and got out. And the man's head was there with only a tiny bit of the top of his body. And he goes, oh, thank fuck, you've saved me life, he says. And the man couldn't believe it. And he says, I'm hungry. So the man gave him he had some crisps and all in the back of the lorry and he gave them to him. And the little fella, little head and little body on him, stood up like that. That's all that was left of him. And he drove him into the town and brought him to the hospital. And he was awarded a Nobel Peace Prize and a medal, and he met Michael D. Higgins and everything like that. But they, and some university somewhere in Harvard, I think they were, they basically got together and all these students built him a new arm, two new arms and 2 new legs, and a new arse. So he goes off hiking again now, you can see him hiking again. That's a true story.